Okay, today we're going to be talking about converting rates. You can convert one rate to another rate by making sure that you multiply fractions together that will cancel out the unwanted unit. Remember that a rate contains 2 units. So if I have 50 miles per hour, I could rewrite that as 50 miles over 1 hour. 50 miles per hour. 50 miles per hour. Just another way of writing it. Well, suppose I wanted to change my miles per hour to feet per hour. Well, what I would need to do is to multiply this by feet per mile. By doing this, my miles would cancel out, and that would leave me with 1 times feet, or feet, over hour times 1, which would be hour. This would allow me to convert from miles per hour to feet per hour. I just need to know how many feet are in 1 mile. Again, you need to make sure that the unit you're trying to get rid of is the numerator on one of your conversion factors here, and that it is the denominator on the other so that they cancel one another out. Okay, so let's go ahead and convert our 50 miles per hour to feet per hour. What I know is that I can travel 50 miles in 1 hour. I know that I need my miles to cancel out, so I'm going to put miles right here. And I know that I need feet because that's what I'm going to. So I need to figure out how many feet are in 1 mile. Well, I know that there are 5,280 feet in 1 mile. So what's going to happen here is, again, my miles will cancel out. The word miles will cancel out. And that leaves me with 50 times 5,280. So going ahead, doing the math, 5,280 times 50. I discover that I can go 264,000 feet in 1 hour. Okay, here I have a logging company. They can cut down 714,286 trees per day. Well, I want to know how many trees they can cut down in 1 hour. So what I need to do is to multiply this rate of 714,286 trees for 1 day to trees per hour. Well, I know I'm going to want my day to cancel out. So what I need to do is put my day in the numerator. The reason this one's just a little bit different is because the word I was trying to cancel out ended up being in my denominator first. So that means I need to move it to the numerator of the other fraction so that it will cancel out. And remember, I'm going to hours. Well, I know that 1 day is equal to 24 hours. So now it's just a matter of doing the math. Remember, my days cancel out. And so I have 714,286 trees per 24 hours. Well, now we need to simplify that. We need to turn that into a division problem. So we're looking at 714,286 divided by 24. And when I do the math, I discover that it's around 29,762 trees per hour. Remember, we used the approximately sign because we had to round our answer in order to discover how many trees it would be per hour. Okay, in this particular problem, we're going to have to work it out a couple of times. We need to go from 65 kilometers per hour to meters per minute. So I'm changing more than one unit on this one. So let's just start by first changing our 65 kilometers to meters. Well, what do I know? I know that if I have kilometers in my denominator here, I'm going to have to put it in my numerator here so that it will cancel out. And I know that I'm changing it to meters, so I know that there are 1,000 meters in 1 kilometer. So my kilometers are going to cancel out, and when I take 65 times 1,000, I get 65,000 meters. And going back to our original problem, that was meters per hour. The only thing I changed on this one was the kilometers to the meters. I did not deal with changing my hours to minutes. I need to do that now. So my new fraction that I'm starting out with will be 65,000 meters per hour times. Now again, I am trying to get rid of, this is per hour, sorry, per 1 hour. I'm trying to get rid of the hour. Hour is in the denominator here. That means the hour will have to be in the numerator here. And remember, I'm changing it to minutes. So what do I know? I know that 1 hour is the same thing as 60 minutes. So when I do this math, I will end up taking 65,000. Remember, my hours cancel out. 65,000 divided by 60. So this will be 65,000 meters in 60 minutes. And when I do the math, I discover that I have approximately 1,083.3 meters per minute. So I divided 65,000 by 60 and came up with 1,083 and 3/10 meters per minute.